Bill's Place Outdoor Power Equipment here. I'm Brian, and today we have a Toro Power Clear 721E. Model number is 38742. It is a 2015 by the serial number. And we have, I believe, an engine that won't turn over. So let's find out what's wrong. Let's take it all apart, see what we can do here. Take off the lock handles. Okay, let's get into this engine here. Okay, it's on pretty tight. Okay. I'm going to take a really big screwdriver for this. Now that that's out of the way, we should, after taking this gas cap off, we should be able to lift this off. Yep. There we go. Now we can see the inside of this thing. With a full tank of gas, which is not what I wanted to have. Okay, that's all right. We're going to pull this engine completely out so we can find out what happened. I think it ran out of oil is what I think. But we'll find out when we get it out. Okay, so over here, this panel is held on by these screws. So if you ever think you're going to take the lower panel off, you've got to take the upper panel off because there's two screws right here. Here and here to hold it on. And they are 3/8. Yes, they are. Got our ignition switch, primer hose. And the electric starter switch. And that's a 1/4 inch bolt right there. You can even see it, let's see here. 2/4 inches. With nuts on the back. So it's 2/4 inch bolts with 2 5/16 nuts on the back to get that off. One. And there's 2. Another bolt right down here, right there. Which is another 3/8. Okay. We have a full tank of gas. It's not fun. The gas tank just pops off, so pop it off there. That comes out there. This is going to have to get untied to pull out of here. So we're just going to cut it for the time being. We'll just retie it. Put a little slip knot on it. There we go. And we got the choke here. On the bottom of this choke is a Phillips screw. And that's out of the way. Take that choke arm off. Behind this cover, we've got the bolts and pulleys. Look a little worn. Okay, this crank pulley is going to have to come off in order to make it through this plate. Nice and easy. Looks like that had blue Loctite on it. We're going to have to remove this fuel tank. The only way to do this. I'm going to pinch this fuel line off as close as I can to the carburetor. Pull the clamp up. Be a little messy. We didn't lose much. Okay, we need to drain the fuel bowl as well. Hopefully there wasn't too much in here. Okay, there's 4 bolts that hold it to this metal plate from underneath. And then there's some bolts on the side over here, right through here. And then it should come out of here. So let's see what size everything is. I don't know, there's not 4 bolts, there's 2 bolts. And they are 1/2 inch. One is here. And they have nuts on them. And one is down on the bottom down here. There's 3 1/2-inch bolts behind this cover. You know what? I take that back. The easiest way to do this is to take this cover off. Oh, there's my bolt. Okay. I did lose my mind. I found my bolt. It was stuck in the gun. So, the easiest way, I think, is to take these 3 bolts right here. 1, 2, 3. Nope, make it 4. 1 there. 1 here. And 1 here. Yep. And we now have a detached engine. I hope. There's something else holding it. Nope, that's it. All right. So, honestly, it's not really too bad if you take the right approach to it. Let's get this out of the way. And there's our engine. Out of a Toro Snowblower, which is Chinese made. And we'll look and see if we can fix it. If we can't, we'll look and see if we can buy one online, maybe at AliExpress or something for cheap. Because it looks like every engine ever made. We might have to reuse the muffler, maybe some of this, maybe the starter, but if we can find that block, we can, if it's not usable, we can make this work. Let's get this rear cover off there. Ooh. Weird. Interesting how that's a 13, but the bolts in this plate were definitely 1/2 inch. So. Toro must have provided these bolts, and that was funny. China must have provided the others. No, that went on like that. Let's not forget. Okay. One more. That one might be lost in the abyss. And yeah, I think it is. There it goes. The first one of these I've ever had out, so it's all new to me. We don't get a lot of snow where we're at, so about the only thing we ever have to do is clean the carburetors. These engines don't get a whole lot of use around here. If they use them once a year or once every 3 years, more like. In fact, I think the last time this one was used was 2 or 3 years ago. So, that is engine removal from a model, I don't remember, from a model 38742. That was the engine removal of a model 38742 snowblower. Really wasn't too bad. With the right tools and setup, you can probably get it out in less than 30 minutes. Maybe even less than that if you're really good. And I will be taking this apart, so stay tuned for another episode on this particular snowblower. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below, please. We've got a lot of stuff we can do. We just need some suggestions.